Hello, and welcome to another RPD video. Today, we'll be discussing indirect retainers. Indirect retainers fix this problem. Whenever someone eats a sticky substance that results in the denture base lifting off of the tissues and causes the rotation around the fulcrum line and the metal framework digging down into the soft tissues underneath, causing damage like this. In order to select a proper location for an indirect retainer, you must first identify the fulcrum line. Here are the different fulcrum lines for all the different classifications. Afterwards, you'd project a line perpendicular to that fulcrum line and going as far away from it as possible. In this case, you'll end up at the canine. In a class 1, you'd usually end up at the central incisors, which are not that strong. So it's recommended to split that line into two in order to hit the canines. A similar situation exists in a class 4, where it's recommended to split that indirect retainer line into two, therefore hitting the two back molars, which are going to be direct retainers anyway. Let's see how that'll look like. And here are the rests in position. In that case, these rests will be able to indirectly retain the partial, preventing the further rotation and hurting the soft tissues underneath. Let's take a top-down view of the 4 different classes and identify the fulcrum lines together. So here is the fulcrum line for a class 1, class 2, no fulcrum line for class 3, and here's the fulcrum line for class 4. You extend a perpendicular line ending in the canine here for the class 2. It'll be split for the class 1 and split for the class 4. And again, no fulcrum line for the class 3. Rests are placed, and that's how you identify your indirect retainers. So that was it for indirect retainers. Thank you for joining us.